Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the top news for natural gas. Number one, the Atlantic hurricane season looks to be firing up soon. Number two, Woodside has broken ground on its $17.5 billion Louisiana export facility. Number three, La Nina conditions are forecast for this fall and early winter. And number four, Asian LNG prices are rebounding as countries top off supplies before winter. Let's turn to the spot October contract here on barchart.com. As you can see, the October prices are higher. At the moment, we're currently trading at 297.40, up 3.3 cents, or a little over 1%. But we're still below the 13-day exponential moving average. And as you can see here, it comes in at 299.5. That's our high for today. Well above that is the 48 period moving average at 315.30. So the RSI is pointing higher, but we are lacking momentum. So let's turn to the hourly chart. And as you can see here, we've got our first pivot resistance also at 299.5. And the RSI is turned higher. So we're looking to see if this can continue. But right now, we have no chance of reaching that next pivot resistance at 304.90 unless we get some news, because production is up to 107 and the weather forecast looks to be too warm. So let's turn to the front to back spreads. Here's the D26 versus D25. And as you can see, that spread continues to push out. Right now, currently today, though, we're in just 2.7 cents to 64.6 cents on the spread, but the moving averages are still holding. And as you can see right now, that means we're probably going to retest our recent high, which came in at 71.1 cents. So what else is going on? Well, we've got Asian LNG prices are starting to rebound a little bit as countries start to top off supplies before winter shows up. And as you can see right here, we're currently right now trading at 11.355 for the JKM. That's Japan Korea marker. This is according to Platts. So what else is going on? That's the weather in the U.S. 8 to 14 days shows above normal temperatures for most of the country, with the exception of a small swath here between the Washington state and all the way down to California. But really, it's warm for the end of September. And let's turn to the hazards here for the tropics. And this is the global tropics hazard outlook from NOAA. And as you can see, it's got that mid-Atlantic again. And of course, now it's pushing into this Yucatan area. And that's the area we want to take a careful look at, because the mid-Atlantic has been quite quiet, except for now we've got one storm. But the models want to suggest that there's going to be some activity here around the Caribbean, and this might push into the United States. We'll see in the 2-week outlook. And here's the storm we're keeping a careful eye on. This is in the central tropical Atlantic. It has an 80% chance of formation within the next 7 days, although it is going to stay well out to sea, maybe a threat for Bermuda. And here it is. This is the satellite picture. This is the storm system we're keeping a careful eye on. And of course, now we are keeping an eye on the activity here in the Gulf of America / Mexico, and of course, around Central America. And this is another reason why we may see more activity, because the model suggests that the Saharan air layer may start to calm down and stop pushing all this dust into the mid-Atlantic, which has been dissipating storm activity. So let's look at the water temperatures here around the Caribbean. These are at record temperatures. You can see 86 degrees here in the Gulf. And that is enormous, because we've got the peak of that water temperature at the end of September, early October. So look at this, 87 degrees out here. This is extremely warm. This is bath water, and that's fuel for a hurricane. So if something forms, it's going to be a monster really, really quickly. So let's turn to the outlook for winter. And again, we're looking at La Nina conditions here, possibly for all the way through December. Now, you say, okay, then it's going to go to ENSO. Isn't that normally a warm winter? Yes, but guess what else occurred during La Nina winters? Winter storms Uri and Elliott all formed underneath La Nina conditions. So be careful. We may have some more room to the downside now, but watch carefully for these winter storms. Uri formed in February, Elliott in December. And let's look at the nuclear outages. Right now, we are currently at 5.3 gigawatts of outages for refueling before winter. This peaks in early November, and that's ready for the winter season. And let's turn to our stocks. This is the oil and gas E&P sector. This is market cap between $2 and $10 billion and has a high short float over 10%. And the winner so far this week has been Apache, APA, up CNX up 3.58%. Apache right behind it at 3.15%. But Civitas is down 3.5 for the week. So recapping here again, for the October contract, we're currently up 3 cents to 297.20, up 3.1 cents now, or a little bit over 1%. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.